What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, thanks for tuning in. As you can probably tell by the intro or the start of this video, we are working on the new 7.3, cranking away on the next project. Like I told you guys, we're getting the ball rolling really quick on this truck. For those that didn't see my last video, you can go back and check it out. Basically introducing the new 7.3 Powerstroke that we added to the channel back in the 7.3 game, which I think will make a lot of you guys quite happy. It has been fun kind of getting back to work on this because it feels like home. A little bit of deja vu, but it's been nice getting back to work on it because I know these trucks so well at this point. This is my third one. As you saw in the intro to this video, ended up tearing out the whole interior of this truck, like you can see here. In the last video I explained that when I bought the truck, the guy had already torn out the carpet. He said it was nasty and he just threw it away. Kind of annoying. I would have just rather pressure washed it and cleaned it out and called it good. But it is what it is. I was able to find a used vinyl floor on Facebook Marketplace, which I am actually happy about. I think I'd rather have the vinyl floor than the carpet floor because I don't have a lot of different vehicles. Everything I do work-wise happens in these trucks. So I kind of like the vinyl floor, easier to clean. I actually haven't had a vinyl floor truck in quite a while, so I'm kind of looking forward to it. We'll see if I still like it, but I think I will. So I got that. It's technically for a crew cab, but I think I can trim it down and make it work for this extended cab. But that's not really what this video is about. This video is about going through and insulating or sound insulating the cab of this truck. Now, if you guys have been around for quite a while, you'll know that probably 2 to 3 years ago, I completely sound insulated the inside of my last 7.3, and it definitely made a difference. It was a ton of work. And I learned a lot of things from doing that. So I'm kind of trying to take what I learned from that project on that truck, apply it to this one, and do a bit of an updated video for any of you guys that are watching to give you an idea of what I learned and how I'm going to address this now. So I'm trying not to do a whole lot of talking, but a very quick recap of that last video. If you want to see the whole thing, go back and watch it. I'll try to link it down below. Got a bug in my eye. I did three layers of insulation. The first layer was a sound dampening or vibration dampening material. Put that down, covered the entire floor with it, up to the firewall, the back walls, all the doors. Covered every square inch that I could get to with it. Second layer was a closed cell foam. That's to kind of try to break up the sound waves and kind of, well, like I said, break up the sound waves. And I covered the entire floor with that and the back wall with that, up to the firewall with that. And then the final layer, I did a mass-loaded vinyl on top of that. And I seriously underestimated how heavy a mass-loaded vinyl was. They have a lot of mass to them. Blade that on top, and that was it. Issues I ran into was adding that much material. It was really hard to get the seat bolts back in place and get all the different hardware and everything back in place, all the trim work back in place. It was a pain in the butt. It definitely made a difference on the sound. I think I measured it at a number of decibels. I don't remember what it was at this point, but it was very noticeable both on sound and heat insulation. It made a big difference on keeping the heat out of the truck and letting the AC keep the truck cooler, which I didn't quite expect, but it was really nice to have. The number one takeaway I took from that whole project was, for anybody that knows 7.3s or owns the 7.3s, the engines are loud. And the vast majority of the noise was coming through the firewall behind the dash. Or maybe not the vast majority, but a lot of the noise was coming through the firewall behind the dash, and I didn't pull the dash out of the truck, so I didn't insulate behind there, and I'm not doing that again. Now, you may think, why are you not doing that now if you know that's going to make the biggest difference? I don't want to do it. I don't want to pull the dash out. It's not something I want to do. And with the impact that this insulating made last time, I'm totally okay with not pulling the dash out. If you guys want to do the best quality job you guys can, pull the dash out. By far, no questions asked, that will make the biggest difference. For me, I'm just not going to do it. So yeah, that's a recap on the last video. What I'm going to be doing differently on this project as opposed to the last one is instead of using the 3 different products, I found one that has all 3 of them in one. It has a sound dampening material, it has a closed cell foam, and then it has a mass loaded vinyl on top. Now, because it's all in one, I can almost guarantee all 3 of them aren't going to be quite as thick, which is totally okay because, like I said, it was a pain in the butt getting everything back together with how much material I added to inside the truck. So I'm going to try it out. If I like it, I think it's called Siless is the product or brand name. I'm going to try it out. If I think it's worth it and I like it, I'll link it down in the description below so you guys can try it out and put it in your rigs. If I think it's garbage and I don't think it was worth the money, then I will tell you guys. But I think that is plenty of talking for the start of this video. We have the truck is all cleared out, got the seats out, obviously carpet was already out, already cleaned up the floor, wiped it down with a wet rag, so it is good to go to get started and running. So I'm going to set you guys up, stop talking, and get to work and see how much I can get done tonight. I imagine this is going to probably be over the course of 2 or 3 nights that I get this done, but we'll see. Let's get to it. Oh, if you guys like the video and you like the kind of content, please hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you're not, and leave a comment down below if you have any tips, tricks, or advice for me or somebody that may be watching. Now let's get to work.
I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Feel like a dynamite, ready to explode right up in the sky. I need you to listen, I need you to hear, and don't show any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul.
Alright guys, the insulation is in. It is the end of night 2. Not too hard of nights. I probably have around 4 hours into this total, minus the gutting the interior, but about 4 hours into the installation of this, which isn't too bad. I imagine most of you guys could do that much quicker. Unless you're also in a wheelchair, then it might take you about 4 hours. But let me show you guys what it looked like. Here you go. Hopefully it's not too dark. Hopefully you guys can see all right. But as you can see, it went from back wall all the way up to the bottom of the factory firewall insulation. Up in this front third or so, it is actually 2 layers deep. I figured most of the sound was coming from up here, so I ended up doing 2 layers. All in all, if you have an extended cab and you get the stuff that I got, the 36 square foot box basically covered everything in 1 layer. I was missing 1 sheet on the back there, so depending on how you do it, you'll probably be just fine. But 1 box could have done the whole thing. I broke into the second box to double up on this area and double up on the entire trans tunnel. So a couple things I learned on this. One, I was wrong in the beginning. This isn't a 3-layer product. It's actually 2 layers. It has the sound deadening mastic on the first, and then it has the closed cell foam on the top. It doesn't have the mass loaded vinyl. I'm not too worried about that, but I just wanted to clear that up with you guys. Make sure you guys understand what it is. It is a 2-layer product. But overall, it seems to go on pretty well. Something I learned is it does not like to go on when it's very warm, or it's kind of more of a pain to work on when it's really warm. I kind of thought the exact opposite of that. The more warm it got, the more pliable it'd get, the easier it'd be to work with. But the adhesive or the mastic first layer really started trying to stick to the paper backing itself that was packaged in, and so it made it a lot tougher to peel off. I left the box in the truck, and it's not that hot here, probably in the 80s during the day, low 80s, but it made it much harder to work with as opposed to when I worked with it yesterday. So just fair warning for you guys, it probably isn't great to do it when it's really cold, but if it's super warm, it might be a bit of a pain too. If I did it again, I would throw the stuff in the garage and let it be nice and cool, and then pull it out as I needed. All in all, though, that's kind of all the learnings I got. It went on pretty easy. I wouldn't say it's easier or harder than the stuff I used before. Obviously, I only had to do 1 layer or 1 round of it on this one, as opposed to last time I did 2 entire rounds. So that made it a little easier, saved a little bit of time, and of course it's my second time doing it, so it just went a little bit quicker. But yeah, all in all, so far it's been going pretty good. Next steps is to pull out the vinyl flooring that I bought, and I'll be putting that into the truck. It's going to require some special fitting because it's from a crew cab, but I think it should fit out just fine. I will probably not make you guys watch me put it all back together, so we're going to see if we can do a little bit of YouTube magic here and just get it done for you guys. Go 1, 2, 3. Here we go, guys. She is done, all buttoned up and back together, and looking much better with an actual floor in the truck now. Took a few days to get this done. It's a lot easier taking the seats out than putting them back in. But we got it done, and I think it turned out looking pretty darn good. It definitely looks like a work truck, and that's fine because it is a work truck. I got lucky. I thought this vinyl flooring was for a crew cab. Ended up being for an extended cab, so it literally fit perfectly. I basically didn't have to do any trimming at all. So that was very nice. I thought it was going to take a little bit more work to get done. But as you can see, it is looking pretty good. Got the hand controls back in. Figured while I had everything apart, I would also run the wiring for the subwoofer. So you guys can see here, got the bundle of wires back there, so that way down the road everything's in place. I can hook my subwoofer back in. I'm not a big audio snob, but I do very much enjoy having a subwoofer. All I have is a shallow 10-inch, so it's nothing crazy, but it really does help out the sound of the music. I think I tucked it away pretty nicely. Comes down over there, and then the power wire over there. Yeah, not a whole lot to show you guys, so I think what I'm going to do before it gets too much darker is go grab the keys and fire it up and close all the doors, let you guys kind of hear what it sounds like. I don't know how big of a difference that little bit of sound deadening is that we put in. I bet it'll make a little bit of a difference because of the insulation on the carpet itself, plus the stuff we added. I'm guessing there'll be a little bit of a difference. So let me go grab the keys and we'll hop in and we'll see how it sounds. Alrighty. I guess I got the back vents open. I can't reach the one on the other side, so we're gonna close that one. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna reach that. So we're gonna have one vent window open, but I think that should be fine. Get this thing fired up. Turn the radio off. There we go. Let me know, does it sound any different to you guys? For me, my last 7.3 had single shot injectors, AC code injectors, so those things were pretty noisy. If any of you guys are OBS guys, you'll know that single shot injectors are definitely noisier. But all in all, it's definitely quiet. Not bad. Give it a little fuel. Yeah, seems pretty good. We're getting really close to being able to drive this thing full time, turn it into the daily driver and sell the Dodge. All that I have left to do is put the new leveling kit on the front end, so I can stop having it look up at the sky doing the Carolina squat. And then once that's in, I'll be swapping over the wheelchair lift into the bed of the truck, and then this thing officially becomes my daily driver. Pretty excited about it. I'm looking forward to driving this thing again. So I think with that, I'm going to call it an end to this video. I don't know how long it's going to be, but I know I always talk more than I should. So we're going to call it an end to the video. If you guys enjoyed it, hit a thumbs up. You guys did phenomenal on the intro video for this truck. Hitting the like button and leaving comments. I don't think I have ever received that many likes or that many comments on a video, so you guys are absolutely awesome. See if we can keep it up. If you guys like the video, hit the thumbs up button. If you have any comments or just say anything, I don't care what you have to say anything, leave it down below. I love hearing from you guys and it helps the channel out a ton. It is Friday night, wrapping up this video now. I'm gonna go and probably edit for a few hours, and I'm really gonna try to have it out for you guys tomorrow morning. Wish me luck. I think I can get it done. Thank you guys for tagging along. I'll catch you guys on the next video.